Wageningen is a great town, but don't worry if you have some wanderlust, because here there are courses like the European Workshop that actually take you on location to study. What does that exactly entail? Well, I'm Julia for Wageningen University, and unfortunately I couldn't go on the trip myself, but we have some awesome student tour guides who will show us around. Let's go find out more.
I'm Karen Fortuyn. I'm lecturer at the Environmental Systems Analysis Group. I'm education coordinator here, and about 10 years ago we developed the European Workshop, Environmental Science and Management, as a course for the study program Environmental Science.
What was the purpose of starting this European Workshop 10 years ago?
A very important aspect of the environmental science program, and also now you see it also in other programs like urban environmental management, leisure, environment and tourism, is to train students in interdisciplinary projects, and that's the important part that we started with the European Workshop. And on top of that we also want students to train in working in international or intercultural environment. And we thought the best way to do that is to actually give students the opportunity to do a real project for a real client, so it's an authentic assignment students are working on. And we do it at the end of the first year of a master program, because by then students have some experience in working in groups, they have acquired quite some knowledge and skills. So we think this is a good moment to actually bring them outside the university and let them work on an authentic project.
My name is Isti and I'm a master student in environmental sciences. Now I'm taking European workshop in Porto.
And so what does the European Workshop consist of in terms of lectures? I know you go somewhere, but could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Okay, European workshop is combined with the lecture in the class. We got some explanation before we went to the trip in Porto, and then we also formulate some of the methodology to collect the data like survey, and we make a list of interview to the expert, and then we make an observation sheet also, and we focus on the second-hand market contribution to the waste prevention. It is really about the environment and also about the retailers, something like that. And in my group there is 26 people. It's a little bit a big group with 11 countries, so we try to manage the different culture, different also ideas together, but we manage it. And the best thing that I learned from European Workshop is I learned to understand people, and I learned also from people.
And so then what did you do in Porto that you couldn't do here?
Okay, in Porto we collect the data, we spread the survey to the people to see what people perception about second-hand market and shop. And then we did also interview to the expert with the municipality, and then with retailers, some of Red Cross and some of shop. And it was really great for me, because at the first I think it's really hard because we just know English, but they used to speak Portuguese, and yeah, we got the help also from the volunteers there. Yeah, it's really difficult, but we manage it. It's the best thing I got.
And now that you're back from Porto, what are you doing still for the course?
Okay, last week we did the analysis, the data that we got from the survey interview, and now we try to combine everything to write the synthesis report. Before next week we present it all of.
So hi, I'm Mariana Silva, and I'm a Portuguese student here in Wageningen, student plant science. But now in the period 6 I had the opportunity to do a course which is entitled European Workshop, and this is kind of ACT subject, but the nice thing about it is that we go abroad for field work, and I went home. I went to Porto for field work, and I'm going to share a little bit my experience with you.
So what makes it more of an ACT project?
So what makes it like ACT is that the fact that we have a real client. In our case was Lipor, a company of waste, and they take care of the waste treatment in Porto, in a great area of Porto. And they come up with an idea what they want us to assess in the city itself. In our case was the second-hand clothing. So it was very interesting, also for being totally different Especially for a plant science student was totally a different thing to do and to study. But yeah, we have this client and they tell us what they want us to study, and then the final product they choose if we want to give them a video, a poster. So it's in that sense that they come up with idea, they know that the university has students available to the project. And
So what kind of students are doing this European workshop? Because I know you mentioned your plant science, but your project isn't really about plants.
No, not at all. So the thing was that they need a Portuguese speaker, and
Okay.
that's how I knew about it, because I was enrolled for ACT, and I was already in the mood to start the normal ACT that all my friends shared. But then I received an email saying that they needed a student to help with the translation, and if I wanted to do the course. And it sounded very nice for me, and why not? And with this field work, I thought, okay, maybe it's better also to get a little bit out of my for some time, and also to experience working with the people from different backgrounds. So most of the students I'm in this project with, they are from social science, environmental science. So I thought, this is a great opportunity to have different points of view, and they can share a lot of things with me as well. Of course, in the field, I was home, I was in my hometown. So in terms of guidance, like all the logistics, I also helped with the logistics and the fun part.
So you guys are in charge of logistics. The
Yeah.
university isn't part of that.
No, basically the course, it's really to allow you to be independent and improve in a different areas. So some people want to improve more in the presentation skills. They can do more presentations in a class, for example. Some others want to work on management skills, logistics. For me, it was a little bit, I know more about the city, so it was kind of a push too, but I liked it, and I also took them to nice places, and I tried to let them know what they could do, and that would make them see the best of the city itself. But yeah, in my case, I was part of the logistics and the activities, let's say. So we also organized a potluck here to get to know, before going there. So it was actually nice. And yeah, apart from that, it's really open, and everyone can say to the teachers what they want to improve on.
And how much do you think the students get out of going to other countries rather than staying here in the Netherlands, per se? Do you have any?
I think we had that discussion when we started with the course. Do we really need to go abroad? Is there an added value to it? And I think there is definitely an added value to it. And one, because the workshop is a group of 30 students that collaborate, and being out of the Netherlands, and they have to collaborate and live and work together 24/7. This creates, I think, a different bond. Students get to know each other much better, and that helps in particular, I think, if you're talking about these intercultural aspects of learning, because there's much more time to discuss about differences that people experience, issues that are not discussed when they are here in Wageningen.
I'm Shibei. We are working on a course European workshop, and recently we went to Malta to do the project called Cycling Malta. Before we went to Malta, we had the preparation in university. We had a course lectures, and we assigned a task. We have an expert group and a geo group. And we surf the internet and get some information about Cycling Malta, about the cycling lane and the stakeholder involved in this case, and also some government and the local council. And during the field work, we went to different geolocation, our study area, and also contact with the stakeholders and set up the interview. After that, we came back to the university and to analyze the data and doing a report about the whole project, and give them some recommendation about Cycling Malta for our client.
And then how much do you guide them on their journey in terms of the project before they go in terms of preparation, and then
Yeah.
once they actually get there?
In the preparation, well, actually, we see a gradual change in how we guide them. So in the first few days, there are relatively a lot of lectures, so it's much more the teachers who are standing in front of the students. Although we explain it's a project where students have to take control, but our experience is that you cannot do that from day one. So
Okay.
at first we give them some lectures, we guide them, and gradually we withdraw more and more. And so of course we don't lecture all the time, but there are lectures, and then they have their assignments, we come back, we have presentations, we give feedbacks. But once in the field, the students just go into the field and they go on their own, they
Wow.
have these interviews on their own. It's not a lecturer who's checking whether they do the right thing. Of course, every day we have this plenary to see how
Okay,
things
so you
are
guys
going.
are there as well with them.
We are there, but just much more to give feedback and to see how things are going, but also to stimulate peer learning, because that's what actually happens in the field. The second week of the field we do data analysis, and that's also guided by us, but again the students are really in control, and they are most in control when we are back in Wageningen, and then they have to write the reports and analyze the rest of the data. And then it's what we are doing is just providing feedback and not more. So by then we hope they are able to take control completely.
Not only does the European Workshop provide, a fun time learning in a different country, but it also provides you with other skills such as project preparation and project management and learning about cultural differences. Well, that's it for this course. Thanks for tuning in, and if you have any more questions, please check out our website. Bye!